Hi, I'm Dr. Paul Haar, the Associate Professor of Saxophone and Director of Jazz Studies at the Glencorf School of Music at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. As part of a series of videos that I've created to help with technique, this is one of my favorite ones. You know, again, I always get questions about how can I get evenness of technique? How can I really improve my technique? Well, this little exercise came about from a pretty horrible situation. You know, they say when given lemons, make lemonade. Well, this is truly a case of something that happened to me that was bad and something great came out of it. A number of years ago, we were home visiting family, and I brought my saxophone with me to practice for a recital, and I got the flu. And I didn't get that 24-hour flu. I got the flu that put me down for a week and a half. And I'm sitting in the lazy boy chair at my in-laws' house watching the 50th bowl game, and you kind of get a little tired, and I'm getting stir crazy. I haven't touched my saxophone in a while. So I decided, well, I'm just going to grab my instrument and I'll just move the fingers around. So I just had the saxophone, and I just had it, and I was just popping keys, and I started to notice that the sounds weren't even. I started noticing that some digits weren't moving efficiently. I started hearing instead of. So I thought, what am I doing? So I became very aware of my technique. So I started playing scales, just popping the keys, a major scale to the ninth. So I would go C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and then back down. And I started to notice that if I did this in time, it created kind of a neat little rhythmic pattern. Maybe you can hear it. So if you hear it, it's bump, 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 dut, 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 dut. So I noticed if I was able to maintain that passage, it kind of created this neat little sub-rhythm. So I thought, I wonder if this could work out on other scales. Well, let's try F major. Dup, bop, bop, dup, bop, 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 bop. Okay, so if I do that quicker, so I could create all these different passages. If you go to my website, which is www.paulharmusic.com, and you go under the Learning Center, I actually have a handout that I did years ago for the Saxophone Journal on this very thing. So you can take any scale that you want, and you can go, that's an E major. Now I recommend trying this with a metronome going at the subdivision that you want to work. So if it's eighth notes, ding, 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 ding. Try to use a definitive depression of the key, but try to make sure that you're not overly taxing your body. So you could do anything you want. That's to the fifth. That's from G to D, or F to C. And just a little bit, this is a way to practice without actually making sound. Well, you know, so I learned how to do this, but it worked. So for a week and a half, I couldn't practice, but I took all my scales and I took all my music and I played in time. And then when I was able to regain my breath and I was able to add air to it, it's like I had practiced the music for weeks. So this is a really excellent technique to help build your technique. I hope you enjoy it. If this was helpful to you, drop me a line. If there are other topics that you would like for me to explore with you, please let me know.